Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook. It's your daily briefing that gives you everything you'll need to know for a successful day of trading. And I'm James Preston reporting live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney. The local market is expected to open in the green today after Wall Street rallied overnight. This comes after the Australian share market managed to find its footing in its final session after a shaky start for the local bourse. The strong close showed signs of resilience from investors with the backdrop of concerns over the COVID Omicron variant threatening to dampen trading activity. The S&P ASX 200 ended up closing lower by 0.2% or 11 points down to finish at 7,225 points. In terms of the US market performance, the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 rebounded overnight, largely due to the performance of financials. Boeing also helped to lift market sentiment, rising by 7.54% or 14.19 points. The US performance in general, though, was very positive. All three major indexes ended the day in the green, with the Dow finishing nearly 620 points higher, or 1.8%. It was the biggest point gain of 2021 for the Dow and the best percentage increase since March. The broader S&P 500 rose 1.4%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq was the weakest of a very strong bunch, rising by 0.8%. Turning our attention to Europe, and it was a tough day across the continent. The Stoxx 600 fell by a steep 1.15% as unrest surrounding COVID and government reactions to the pandemic continued to mount. The FTSE fell 39.47 points or 0.55%, and the German DAX was bleeding, dropping 1.35%. As for Asian markets, there was mixed performance, with Japan's Nikkei losing 0.5%, along with China's Shanghai Composite, which lost 0.1%, whilst Hong Kong's Hang Seng emerged in the green with a small gain of 0.1%. Time now for a very short break before we take a look at the winners and losers on the ASX yesterday, the Aussie dollar and the world of crypto. Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google, to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV. Welcome back to the Morning Outlook, exclusive to Kalkine TV, where we provide you with all the details you'll need for a successful day of trading. Before we turn our attention to the performance of the Aussie dollar, let's take a look at the big winners and losers from Wednesday, or should I say Thursday, ASX trading. In terms of sectors, the best performing sector was utilities, up by 1.5%. The worst performing sector was information tech, down 3.2%. As for the big gainers, Worley was the standout performer on the ASX, closing 6.1% higher to finish trading at $10.08 apiece. The next two best performers were Fletcher Building and AGL Energy. As for the worst performing stock in the S&P ASX 200, that was Netwealth Group, which closed 6.5% lower at $15.19 apiece. Afterpay and Orocobre also struggled. Afterpay in particular pushed the performance of the tech sector lower following news that its shareholder meeting was pushed back due to a delay by the Bank of Spain to give its approval for transactions as part of the deal for its incorporation with Square. The Aussie dollar traded mostly flat and has been tracking between 70.9 US cents and 70.97 US cents over the past 24 hours. Brent crude futures rose more than 1% to above $69.50 a barrel on Thursday, having fallen to as low as $66.25 earlier in the session, after OPEC Plus said it was ready to quickly adjust output plans if the pandemic drastically hit the prices. WTI crude also experienced positive performance, rising 1.8 points or 2.75% to finish trading at $67.37 a barrel. On the other hand, gold prices have fallen. Spot gold dipped by 0.79% to US $1,767.96 per ounce. And lastly, in the world of crypto, Bitcoin has experienced a seesawing 24 hours, dropping as low as $55,895 as well as hitting a high of $57,349.23. At the time of writing, it's currently trading at $56,751.97, representing a dip of 0.73% over the past 24 hours as it struggles to regain its 60k plus status. Well, that's all for our morning outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is James Preston signing off for now.